Oh, you can try. Actually, for both of you, have you ever had this one line that for love nor money you just could not get to come out right?
Yes.
For me, sometimes it's the very long and very involved Japanese names. When they keep the original character names and you're mad at that guy and you're going to give him what for, but you have to say his name twice in the same line. And yeah, so my mouth was built in Canada, so it has a hard time sometimes working the mechanisms of the Japanese syllables. So when it's fast and angry and often, yeah, that can be hard.
And tongue twisters. Sometimes things look totally normal on paper and you read it, looks fine. And then when you go to say it, it's impossible. And then you just do it again and again and again and again and again. I don't know.
Maybe there's one in season 3.
Like when you're always talking about the red leather, yellow leather on your suit. Does anyone know that tongue twister? Yeah. That was supposed to be way easier.
You're too good.
Get it.
You in the back, yeah.
Question for Andrea. What was your time like on Reboot? We got to that last, that very notable episode where they have to it's been so long.
It has.
Everything.
Many years.
But the one where they have to it's been
Where they leave the name right now.
yes, where they leave the name. What was that like?
Life-changing.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, but I loved working on that show. Such a cool show. So,
A defining show.
yeah. What he said.
Oh, it was. It was a pioneer. I mean, it was an amazing show.
It was so cool working on it. Like, I remember going to the studios and it was all like extra security, and I remember being just totally in awe. It's pretty cool.
Somebody's very eager in the corner back there.
In real life, have you ever started finding yourself breaking out into your characters' voices when you talk to them? Like when you're angry or happy?
Oh, I see.
I find that when I first get out of a session, I'm extra like just like so like kind of over the top. Like call someone and be like, "Oh, hi, Mom." She's like, "What are you doing?"
I read my kid to sleep every night, so I'm always doing voices, you know? And some of them I'm like, oh, that was that guy, okay.
Yeah, okay, holidays.
Question for Andrea. How do you hype yourself up for all your lines as Pinky? Because in every episode that she's done, she's so over the top, so hyper, all the rest of that stuff. Do you have like cases of Red Bull in the studio?
Coffee is a must.
There you go. Caffeine makes Pinkie Pie. All right. You.
Have you ever been in public at like Tim Hortons or something and someone recognized you for your voice?
No. No.
Wario can have his question. No, it's Mario. Good. Mario can have his question now. Wario is still SOL.
Andrea, what was your opinion about the party cannon?
Is this a trick question?
I don't know.
I don't think it's a trick question. Do you remember the party cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
That was easy. We got a hand up there. Yeah, you.
If you had a statue made up to your awesomeness, what would you be doing, or what would the plaque say?
Have fun.
Under the bus.
Squeaky, high-pitched nerd.
In a statue?
Yeah, that'd be the plaque.
Oh, that's the plaque. What are you doing in the statue?
I guess I'm
I said or.
on a mic. I'm sitting there like this with a microphone.
That's how she records. Bring the mic closer.
No, sir.
All right. I'm only doing this once, so get
I'm
it.
not moving. Let's have a party!
Okay, cast is cast, Tyler.
What about yours?
Oh, I didn't think it was directed at vocals.
It is now.
I'm not a tall man. So maybe the statue could be more than 5'8". In terms of the plaque, jeez. That's really hard. That's a good, terrible question.
Oh, there you go. So one or the other, you said the statue would be tall. He's satisfied.
Yeah, I mean, voice acting's really freeing, right? I mean, other than the engineer and sometimes the director, no one sees how ridiculous you look squeezing these voices out. And as a predominantly TV and film actor, that's really cool because it's like playtime, man. You know.
You're wasting your time reading this plot.
My eyes are up here. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, we got 10 minutes, so we'll run through a couple questions. Applejack.
So you can't voice your own characters, but would you two be willing to try voicing one of each other's characters?
We were both on Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
You were Chi-Chi? You were Chi-Chi. Okay. I was Tien.
Your smile's getting a little fixed there.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do yours.
I don't think I can do anything you would do.
Yeah. That doesn't probably seem very realistic. You could probably do the beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm Brendan!
What it sounds like in my ears.
Okay, you've already had a question. I can tell because you're short.
What about right here then?
This is for Brendan. Have you ever tried your hand at a little animation in your spare time?
Actually, I grew up making stop motion animation. No, it's terrible. I was like 10. I had my Ghostbuster action figure, walking into the car and driving and then crashing. I mean,
Gripping.
but look at Steven Spielberg's stuff from 10. It wasn't much better. I recently, actually as a gift from my director from Lloyd the Conqueror, he gave me an animation class at the local Quick Draw Animation here in town. So I did like this intro to animation. I was really hoping it was mostly hand-drawn stuff, and I'm not quite the hand-drawing artist that I used to be. So I'm maybe getting back into it. What I'd really like to do is make a local, either anime style or, Adult Swim style cartoon here in town, because there's such great talent in studios already, but no one's producing here. So I'd like to maybe produce animation.
You have guaranteed there's going to be 30 people mobbing you after this begging to help.
I need cheap animators.
Free. Volunteers.
And cheap, you work for water.
Works.
But it's Brita water.
So?
So it's a tear up.
Times are tough.
Times be tough, you got to make do.
Yeah, you're VIP. Go ahead.
Yeah. Andrea, how was it to work with Scott McNeil?
Oh, I've worked with him a ton.
Yeah, you worked on with a reboot Gundam
Yeah.
on One Half. You also worked with Kirby.
Kirby, yeah.
How was it to work with all of them?
They're awesome. I've known Scott was one of the ones that's in my bunny ears picture, so I've known him forever and ever, and he's just wonderful. He's so talented and awesome.
Yeah, I think he says he does over 9,000 voices.
That puts my 9 to shame.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
How often have you had to move cities for jobs in your careers?
I covered this earlier. Were you not there for that?
Well, I started my career in Victoria, thinking it would be my gateway to Vancouver. And whatever ended up happening, I kept getting relocation acting jobs in Calgary. And at a certain point, you go where you wanted. So that was my journey.
I've never moved.
All right.
Boring.
You.
Can you tell us what's up with the Pinkie Pie sneeze?
The sneeze?
Confetti, rocket launcher.
I don't know, creative writing.
Creative expression. It's all symbolism.
Symbolize something.
Hurricane backwards. What they you.
If you could bring one character from one of the shows that you've done outside and hang out with them for a day that you don't voice, who would it be?
Oh, that we don't voice.
Barbie.
Lisa?
News.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I was always kind of macking on Bulma.
Oh.
So that'll probably do. I don't.
Werewolf.
Man, it'd just be platonic. We'd just be friends that might cuddle.
Rapidly getting inappropriate. Yeah, you.
Do you guys have any questions? No? How about you?
Crackle shirt. There's a guy with a crackle.
No?
How often when you're doing voice work are you talking to the other actors in the scene, or how often is just you and a microphone? For both of you.
I do predominantly dubbing, so that's 99% alone in the booth. Some of the voices are already done or they're not, and you're just reacting to, dead air. And then, yeah, when there's, when you're fortunate enough to have some people in for the group sessions, then, that's fewer for me. You might be doing more pre-layout and van.
Yeah, I do mostly prelay, and we always record it with everybody in the same room. So gets crazy. Yeah, I mean, I think it adds a lot of energy and spontaneity that you wouldn't otherwise get, especially for something that, with dubbing, you've already have the template and you're adding to it. With prelay, it's like you're bringing it to life for the first time, and anything can happen.
Pikachu hat.